Hello everyone and welcome to NEET Mentor. This is a very important video where I will discuss each and every aspect of NEXT, which is a national exit test, and is based on the official regulation published on NMC. And they explained all the rules regulations related to next exam, next one and next two. We will know like what are the rules and regulations, what is the qualifying criteria, which are the different subjects, and what is the importance of next one, what happens if in case you fail in some of the subjects, exam pattern, how many marks from which subject, okay, and how is the exam schedule, is it going to be last NEET PG 2023, which means from 24 it will be next, or what is the minimum passing criteria, how many marks you need to get, and syllabus, and how many attempts you can give, and there are many things that we can figure out if we go through the regulation. And in case you are new to this channel, you can subscribe it, hit the like button, and you can share the video in your group with your colleagues, okay, and you can also comment us in the comment section. 9319128677 is the number where you can contact us on WhatsApp, as well as you can call us on this number. We do also provide paid counseling guidance for PG counseling, which covers INSCT, DNB, MDMS government institutes, private institute and deemed universities, NB diploma, CPS and FCPS counseling. And we support starting from the application form filling until you get the seat allotted in the desired branch and all. As you can see on the screen, this is the NMC advisory on next, okay, and we have been discussing a lot about next from few years, and now it has come into a draft format, okay. So I'll tell you like important points from this 10-page document, which will be easy to understand for you, but be with us in the video until last to understand each and everything. First thing, this regulation will be in force from the date it is published in the official gazette. Now is a draft, okay. See, the next will be on the next will decide the certification of the eligibility of the medical graduate to register, or it will be giving you the license to practice the modern system of medicine, like and it will also determine your eligibility and ranking for the admission into broad specialty post graduation course. So if it is a replacement of NEET PG, as well as it is a replacement of that you don't need to give the examination for medical registration certificate, and for internship also it is required. For foreign medical graduate, the next is applicable to all the undergraduate medical students pursuing MBBS in India as well as outside India. So earlier for FMG graduates, they had to give FMG examination, okay, but it will be removed and will be a common platform, which is next. Now talking about next one and next two. See, the next one is a theoretical paper. This or is known as the step one, okay. It will be theoretical examination, and question will be in the form of MCQs, okay. One or more than one type of MCQs will be there, and the examination will be online based as NEET PG by a computer based or online mode, and it is a centralized common all India level examination, which is same as NEET PG. On the same day, everybody has to attend the examination in online mode. The examination will be consist of 6 papers covering subjects from third or final MBBS part 1 and part 2. And which are the subjects? Medicine and allied disciplines, surgery and allied disciplines, OBGY, pediatrics, ENT, and ophthalmology. Applied aspects of all subjects covered under MBBS Part 1 and Part 2. Applied aspect of all subjects covered under Part 3 and Part Final. So Part 1 next, or next one is to check your concepts from the theoretical point of view, and those students who complete their MBBS third year or final course from a medical college recognized by MCI need to appear in the examination. There shall be a regular next one examination. So in case you don't pass in all the examination, the criteria is to pass all the subjects, okay, all the 6 subjects, and you need to have more than 50% score. If it's 100 marks paper, then you need to have 50 in each and every paper. It's not cumulative of all the papers, but you need to pass each and every paper. In case you don't pass in any of the subject, okay, then supplementary next step 1 examination will be conducted after regular next one, and you will be given opportunity to write the exam once again in the supplementary, and you can pass there. And marks obtained in the supplementary examination, in case you failed, will be considered, and cumulative exam will decide your rank and the score for admission or the counseling process in PG. Okay, those who do not pass both next step 1 regular or supplementary need to go for step 1 for the next year, following year. And what is the, there is no restriction. See, these all points I would ask you to download this from NMC and go through it once again. All the points mentioned here in next step 1, from point number 1 until point number 12, you have to study carefully. There is no restriction to the number of attempts. So how many attempts you can give for step 1? Totally it should be 10 attempts. Means any number of attempts within 10 years from joining of MBBS course. In case you joined MBBS course in 2015, okay, up to 2025, you can write your examination. There is no restriction to the number of attempts to appear in next step 1 regular examination to improve the score. You can also improve your score of the examination. For improvement of score are taken at least 1 year after completion of next 2. In case you want to improve next 1 score, because next 1 score is the criteria or it will decide your rank for entrance, means counseling process for NEET PG. But you have to, in case you want to improve the score, then you have to attend the examination only after 1 year of completion of next step 2. Okay, now coming to the next step 2 will be a practical, clinical or viva examination, and it won't be online based, it will be in person. This point number 4, the examination shall be held in person live, shall be conducted by the respective state health universities, which is to be decided, and which are the subjects: medical allied disciplines, medicine and allied disciplines, surgery and allied disciplines, obscany pediatrics, ENT, ophthalmology, orthopedics and PMR. Okay, these are the 7 subjects. There will be one regular next step 2 examination. In case you don't pass in any of the examination, then you have to attend next step 2 supplementary examination, that is point number 6. Okay, held once a year, and it's restricted only to those candidates who have failed in one or more up to 3 subjects of the 7 subjects. Okay, to repeat and pass. So what is the significance of next step 2? Next step 2 will have only pass or fail status. The marks won't be calculated. Okay, because it's not based on marks, it's based on like your ability in the clinical. Okay, and you can attend next to after completion of internship. The same number of attempt is same for a step 1 and a step 2, that is up to 10 years from the year of joining MBBS course. So what is the nature of scoring in next? The marks in next step 1 shall be calculated as whole number, which shall serve the raw score with appropriate decimal and subsequently corresponding percentage out of max of 100%. Okay, and in next two, they clearly mention here shall be declared as only pass or fail based on the acquisition of the appropriate competencies. Minimum scoring for passing is 50%, and each and every subject in next. Okay, see, the 50% is not applicable in step 2. In next step 1 only, in each of 6 paper, a minimum of 50% or half of the maximum possible raw score should be scored in each and every subject. But in case of next step 2, it shall be satisfactory demonstration depend on the like person who is evaluating your practical. Calculation of next step 1 course for determining the merit of for the purpose of admission into post graduation. See, total marks for the purpose of determining. So here comes the NEET PG. So you had to write NEET PG examination, and that was online. So here you have to write both next 1 and next 2. So both examination need to be cleared in order to appear for the counseling, and the total marks, okay, in all 6 subjects will be considered. Okay, and you have to pass in all subjects for attending the PG counseling. In case failure in one or more subject, the total marks percentage of next one for a candidate shall be calculated from the sum of total raw score in each and every paper in both supplementary and regular. Suppose in 5 subjects you have passed, so those score from the regular will be taken, and in one subject you failed which you passed in some supplementary examination. So for the failed one, they will be taking the score you got in supplementary, and that all 6 subject cumulative marks will be taken into consideration to calculate your overall score and ranking. And here point number 1, eligibility. So you have to pass in each and every 6 subjects as provided in section 2.2. okay, and need to pass in part 3rd and or final part 2 practical clinical examination as regulated by concerned university in order to go for internship. Let me take you to the third part, okay, where they have given clearly like how the schedule will be. I will come back to the point where I left it. Okay, so how this will be scheduled? They have given a tentative schedule in the table number 3. Next step 1 regular may be conducted in the 2nd week of December, and the result will be published in the 2nd week of January after a month. Okay, this is all hypothetical or like a tentative schedule. In next step 1, supplementary exam will be conducted a few days after like they conduct next step 1 regular examination for those who failed. Okay, now part 3rd or final MBBS part 2 practical clinical university examination you have to give around in the 1st week of January, and in the 4th week of January you will get the result. Then your internship will start from the 1st February, which will be complete 28th February following the year. Okay, Next, step 2, in the second week of March, okay, and in the first week of April, you will get the result. For the failed subjects, okay, they will conduct the supplementary examination, and postgraduate admission, which is based on the aggregate step 1 score, will start, which means the 7 point is nothing but the counseling process will start in May and June, and the result they are asking, they are giving within a month, which is quite difficult, okay, and the course is expected to commence sessions from 1st of July. Okay, so this is this, and this is the sequence also. First is step 1 regular, and if you fail, then you have to attend supplementary. You have to write your MBBS final part 2 examination, which is at the university level. Then you complete your internship, then step 2 regular examination, then in case you failed, then supplementary, then counseling process, and then postgraduate course will commence. Okay, so they are trying to bring it the session from July. Okay, if it's not happening in July, then from August, September it must happen. Now coming back to the point where we were, so that I should cover each and everything. Where it is mentioned that which all examination you need to clear in order to attend the counseling. Okay, so point number 2, eligibility for point number 3, eligibility to for grant of license to practice modern system of medicine in India. Okay, so which exam you need to clear? You have to complete the internship. Okay, you have to clear next step 2 and need to clear next step 1. Eligibility for admission into postgraduate medical course for PG admission. Okay, you have to be eligible and granted license. Okay, and need to participate into the counseling process, and you need to have all 6 papers passed, and based on the score your rank will be decided, and you should pass next 2 also, because without that your license won't be given to practice in medicine. Okay, now coming to the chapter 3, how is the distribution of basically it's syllabus. Okay, distribution of items and knowledge level of questions. Okay, so in order to assure that assessment of your higher domains which you studied in MBBS is done, so next step 1 format is intended to discourage the rote learning of the medical students, and 65% of the paper will be designed to test your problem solving and analytical skills. Okay, comprehension type questions will be around 25%, and rest 10% questions will be recall type. Okay, coming to paper distribution in subjects. Okay, so this is how there are 6 papers in step 1. Next one, first one medical and allied subjects, second surgery and allied subjects, obs-gynae, pediatrics, ENT and ophthalmology. So 120 questions from medicine, 120 questions from surgery, 120 from OBGY, and each 3 papers will be of 3 hours. It's online based examination. For pediatrics, ENT and ophthalmology, 60 questions from each, and you will be given 1.5 hours. So how they will design the schedule of examination? There will be 3 days. Okay, on day 1, okay, day 1 you will be asked the questions from medicine and allied subjects. 3 hours time will be given. After this examination is over, you will be given 2 hours of break, and then in the second shift pediatric subject examination will be there of 1.5 hours. Okay, and rest day there is no examination. Then in the next day, surgery subject will have 160 questions. You will be given 3 hours, After 2 hours break, ENT subject will have 60 questions and he will be given 1.5 hours. For the rest of the day, they won't do any examination. In the third day, OBS Gynae will have 160 questions and 3 hours will be given for that. After the examination gets over, 2 hours of break, and ophthalmology will have 60 questions and 1.5 hour time will be given. So there will be 3-day examination for step 1, and for step 2 the evaluation method will be each examination would comprise of actual cases, objective structured clinical examination, simulation if possible, okay, and depending on the ability of satisfactory performance, okay, or unsatisfactory performance, there will be only 2 level of status, pass or fail, okay. Distribution of subjects, there are the medicine and allied subjects, surgery and allied subjects, obstetrics, pediatrics, ENT, ophthalmology, and one additional subject here, orthopedics and PMR, okay. uh, the time schedule and the modalities of next step 2 will be decided by the NMC, and this all time schedule we have already discussed, what is their tentative schedule for next. So next is going to get implemented from 2024. They have not cleared it, but as for the discussion, it looks like 2023 will be the last NEET PG, and we have covered the syllabus. We have covered like examination pattern. What is the significance of step 1 and step 2 for NEET for attending the counseling? You need to clear both step 1 and step 2. FMG candidates need to clear step 1 and step 2. Those who are not FMG, they completed their MBBS from India, they also need to complete step 1 and step 2 in order to get the license to practice, okay. In case they don't want to go for PG course, still they need to clear both in order to attend internship, okay. You need to complete step 1. You will be given chance for the failed subjects to clear it in the supplementary examination, and the number of attempt is unlimited, but up to 10 years from the date of joining the MBBS course. I hope everything is clear, and if something is not clear, there would be many questions coming up, so you can text us in the comment section of the video, okay. In the due course we will able to take all the questions. So thanks for watching, have a nice day.